After 12 cities and 12 QR codes, Swifties finally cracked it. The clues hidden in the YouTube shorts spelled out, "You must remember everything, but mostly this. The crowd is your king." And after searching
It looks like all of the doors that are popping up all over the world are spelling out a piece of a poem from the Crowd is Your King edition. But some genius Swifties have already figured this out, and if you put this into Google, it'll drop down another flaming red heart emoji that you can click on, and we needed 12 million clicks. There's 13 million already.
This is a Taylor Swift news alert you don't want to miss. Check out everything that happened recently in this video.
After 12 cities and 12 QR codes, Swifties finally cracked it. The clues hidden in the YouTube shorts spelled out, "You must remember everything, but mostly this. The crowd is your king." And after searching this in Google, an orange door appears that comes down and pops up with this: "The Fate of Ophelia lyric video is 12 million knocks away." And after knocking on wood 12 million times, it pops up with this saying, "It's showtime. Tap once more to enter through the door." It then opens and takes you directly to YouTube, which then takes us directly to the Fate of Ophelia lyric video. And this is the first time of us ever seeing it because this wasn't even in theaters. But how did we solve this? Because not all of the doors and the QR codes were found yet. And it's because this was hidden inside one of the poems. "You must remember everything, but mostly this. The crowd is your king." This is seriously one of the funnest puzzles that Taylor has ever sent us on. And these videos that she gave us for each QR code included so much intricate detailing. And this was my favorite one because we got to see the surprise song piano, the guitar, the lover house. And I truly think that these are more layered than we think. Because we also got a dressing room, which is a theme in the Fate of Ophelia music video. One thing I know for certain is that we need to keep an eye on December 12th, because it was on this clock in one of the lyric videos, and it was on the padlock. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and what you think is coming next.
It looks like all of the doors that are popping up all over the world are spelling out a piece of a poem from the Crowd is Your King edition. But some genius Swifties have already figured this out, and if you put this into Google, it'll drop down another flaming red heart emoji that you can click on, and we needed 12 million clicks. There's 13 million already. It drops down the orange door where it says that we will get the Fate of Ophelia lyric video at 12 million clicks, which we're already there. Now it's showtime and we can enter and we see the video. But I'm gonna be so for real, I don't see Taylor doing an entire global rollout just for one singular lead single lyric video. And this may be the only thing that we get from it for now, but these videos that we're getting from YouTube Shorts are about 30-second videos that all go together and tell a bigger story. And while most of them have tied back to the Fate of Ophelia music video, the Santa Monica one that we got last night specifically is so Eras Tour themed. It's the entire rehearsal room that we got from behind the scenes and I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, and the entire outfits that line this, which they do quick shots on, are all TS12 era. But it's focusing on the Lover House, which is completely refurnished, by the way, and the acoustic instruments from the surprise song set on the Eras Tour, which that piano also had the Easter egg of the flowers for Ophelia. When it zooms into the Lover House, you can see that this opens up and gives us our letter, and this room is actually orange now, but it's a pink door that goes with Lover. So there's a blue door over here with 1989. Could that potentially be another door? It's shaped the exact same. So if this one turned into a door that opens, so could that one. And I'll do a deeper dive video on this because Taylor has completely redone these rooms, and she actually has her guy with her, not only in the Lover House, but in a couple of these rooms. And where Reputation is normally in the attic, seems like there's a stage setup with some kind of classical music sheet music holder. If we look closer, you can see the black stand right there with the cutouts in it, the opalite backdrop, and it looks like there could be a microphone right here that leans over this like stage area. Sheet music holders come in all different shapes and sizes, so that's a good potential. Had Taylor not said that she was not even thinking about going on tour on the radio show interviews, then I would think this would be absolutely hinting at some kind of acoustic tour or some kind of tour. You're in rehearsals, it's all TS12, and it's the acoustic surprise song from tour instruments. So since it can't be that, let's think outside the box. Or maybe outside the box set, because every single piece of merch that we've gotten from this era rollout so far has been in a box set, whether that be a piece of jewelry in the CD deluxe editions or in the crew neck Spotify fans first box that ended up going out to the general public too, or the cardigan box set. These are all box sets. Everything is literally coming in a box too. And the very first way that we started this entire era rollout was with a countdown listening party for her first 6 albums on Stationhead. They were all at different times, starting at 1 p.m. and moving all the way up to 6 p.m. for Reputation, but Taylor Nation posted every single listening party with 3 photos, and one of the photos from every single era, except for Debut and Fearless, because they didn't have one, were all surprise songs. So if a tour had a surprise song section, there was a picture included in it from that, which of course is how the tradition of surprise songs on the Eras Tour started. She started it in Speak Now and did it for every tour after. So if this is the entire Eras Tour wrapping up, then we know now that the movie theaters isn't the documentary behind the scenes of the Eras Tour. It's not what she was filming in Vancouver. We're still waiting on those things. And since we've been getting a ton of box sets, Taylor could do one more box set. It would be insane and crazy and maybe a record store day type release because it's kind of so crazy. But this makes me think even more that they're going to drop a live from the Eras Tour surprise song vinyl box set, and the actual box set is going to be the shape of the surprise song piano. And for the holiday collection last year, we literally got the surprise song piano style vinyl case, which is just a box. This could have been an Easter egg for the box set that's to come later. Adele did this with her live residency, and she made it into a crazy 4 LP fold out box set that literally was an entire box, and Taylor has the potential to do it with the Eras Tour piano because the piano opened how many times when it broke on the Eras Tour from the top, even though it's an electronic synthetic keyboard inside of it, not actually a piano. Yeah, she thought we didn't catch that, huh? Don't let this get you disappointed if it's just a lyric video. Nothing is ever just, and there's way too much going on in these videos for it not to lead to something eventually. Taylor said she's not touring, so if she's not touring, then imagine how much focus she put into this entire rollout for us. She knows that she has to entertain us or we'll drive her crazy. So while we feel overwhelmed now and the small things feel like just things, she is going to keep us fed for a long time to keep us off her back. So just be prepared. Don't let anybody get you disappointed or get you feeling like, oh, it was just another lead up to nothing. Because we have barely scratched the surface. We just started. Make sure you're following me if you want to see me go live at the QR code in Chicago at 10 a.m. Central, and let me know what you guys think in the comments.
The Life of a Showgirl's first day numbers are in, and y'all, they are crazy. The Taylor Swift, she is breaking records left and freaking right. So let's go through the insane stats, shall we? It is now being reported that The Life of a Showgirl has sold over 3 million total units in the US, making it the fastest ever album to do so. And with this, Taylor is now the best-selling female artist of all time, surpassing Madonna. And with 249 million streams on Spotify, The Life of a Showgirl had the second biggest debut in history, falling short of, only Taylor herself with Torture Poet. The fate of Ophelia, however, y'all, she broke records. You could see here it became the highest streaming day for a song in Spotify history. And this also was reported yesterday, so by now it could have changed, but Taylor also now is less than 10 billion streams away from surpassing Drake as the artist with the most overall streams on Spotify, which I know 10 billion is a lot, but with The Life of a Showgirl, with the way that these numbers are going, it can happen. And mind you, I love this tweet, the fact that she took her music off Spotify for 3 years, and she's still right there. The Life of a Showgirl also became the first album ever to have 20 plus million average streams per song. 20 million plus. That's insane. And this really was just the biggest flex of all time. The Life of a Showgirl has earned more streams on US Spotify than the rest of the chart combined. The rest of the chart. And I mean, does this even have to be said? The fact that Taylor also earned the biggest song and album debut of 2025 on Spotify and Apple. Also the biggest that Amazon Music has ever seen, for those of y'all who are out there using Amazon Music. And oh yeah, the Release Party movie also debuted #1 in the box office, eyeing a 30 to 35 million opening weekend, making Taylor's status at a #1 song, #1 album, and #1 movie release. She also now owns all 4 of the biggest album debuts in Spotify history, the biggest female collab debut in Spotify history, and out of the 13 biggest song debuts in Spotify history, all Taylor. All freaking Taylor. So yeah, needless to say, Miss Taylor Allison Swift, she is the music industry. And honestly, Queen J, the scream that I screamed seeing the lyrics for the first time for this album and seeing these numbers, wild. Can you imagine what the week numbers are going to look like?
Now I can finally sleep without the potential of another city coming up. Because the scavenger hunt has been solved. and it was a lyric video for Ophelia. Well played, Taylor, especially since the video drops today. Shout out to all of the relentless Swifties for staying on the job and completing the task. And speaking of solving puzzles, check out what happens when all the variant poems are read together in this next video.